Hello world, welcome back on another review. I am Lohit, this is my guest
Sid.
We are back for another round of Battleground. Today our topic
The most epic battle of recent times. DC versus Marvel. Two companies that started off early 1920s, 1930s comics.
Oh my
All
God.
those comics, after 70 to 80 years of good history, have now been implemented into movies.
Can
them.
we just agree on this that we practically live in the golden age of comic book nerds, as in our
Exactly.
dreams are coming on to big screens, and that is awesome. So over here we have a huge comic book geek, and he is on the side of Marvel, I'm on the side of DC. So what's your favorite thing about Marvel? Why do you think Marvel is epic? Actually, being a comic DC fan, we are on kind of backstep with Marvel among the general audiences nowadays, because I think that Marvel is going after back-to-back blockbusters and
Not just that. I think yes, from the comic book point of view, they have really expanded as a good market. Honestly speaking, I am both a DC and Marvel fan, but I will go with Marvel because of the marketing. I am a huge Batman fan, but over here I will go with Stan Lee, because what you have done is you have done a great marketing survey and have just expanded your universe from 1 to 100 in no time. DC, you are good, but you have a long way to go.
But in my opinion, DC, everyone would agree, DC has the best characters and the most ones that we can actually relate
No,
to.
the villains. I will agree to the DC villains. There was once a scope that was given post Suicide Squad that if DC villains pair up with Marvel heroes, it will be the most epic battle ever to be had for.
But DC has the best characters,
They
DC has the best storylines. My god, Dark Knight Returns, the death of Superman, their storylines are so good. Wonder Woman Origins, they are all just great, epic in every sense of the word. Batman Year One,
We've got the Wolverine. We've got Tony Stark, bro. We have got two of the most iconic.
see, Tony Stark, I don't think that much of people that know Tony Stark today didn't exist before 2008.
Well, Tony Stark, yes,
Before 2008, people didn't know Marvel could do. The only Marvel character universally known before 2008 was Spider-Man. And
No.
yes, and
It
some
was
of
Logan. It was always
and
Logan.
X-Men to an extent, yes, of course, because of the great job they did with the animated series. The X-Men animated series was one of my favorite animated cartoons that came up in the TVs, and it was really well done.
Agreed.
But
I think as cartoon fanatics, the cartoons that we have seen growing up, be it Batman or X-Men, it was by far the best era. These days I feel pity for the kids. They missed out on the most golden period of growing up.
But at least they're getting the movies instead of the cartoons, so that in a
Cartoons
way
are also good.
Yeah.
I remember being, not just cartoons, I remember growing up reading comics. That was a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be a 90s kid.
Have you seen the 1990s Captain America? People who haven't seen the 1990s Captain America should watch that, and that I can guarantee you, the same way Batman and Robin did for Batman, the 1919 Captain America did for Captain America in general. People nowadays, whenever they think of Captain America, the first person they think of is Chris Evans. He is a great actor, all respect to him. But the way that they handle the stories nowadays, the whole marketing strategy,
More intense.
Marvel is doing a good job with the movies, but in the comics, I believe any day, hands down, DC
It's a neck-to-neck competition, I believe.
It is.
Movie-wise, yes, Marvel has gone way more. You have to agree.
Yes, I do agree. Because of the fact that they has done such a nice job on marketing.
I mean, Justice League was actually formed way before in comics than the Avengers.
True.
And if you see, Justice League has still not got out a movie. It's only in 2017 they will get it out. Whereas Marvel is heading towards the end. In Infinity War, I guess. Yes. Avengers Infinity War is going to come out in 2018. So Marvel is almost nearing the end of a procedure which they had started from Iron Man in 2008.
That is in a way the initial schedule they made. They are heading towards an end. then I think they will just create an alternate universe
I don't
and move
think
again.
so. I think this
I don't
will
know.
be
Anyways,
how did you think on Batman Superman?
I am coming
Such
to
a hype movie.
I am coming to it. I think the Christopher Nolan as a director set a really high benchmark for DC with The Dark Knight and the whole Batman trilogy in general, and it was that benchmark that the executives back at DC and Warner Brothers, they kind of panicked into it that we have to reach that. And well, both the movies that came, Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad, I thought that they had the potential of being a good movie, and they tried. They definitely tried. They had the material, but the execution was somewhat lacking. Because the only reason, because I think that they had set the benchmark really high, and it was so hyped, as you said. It was so hyped that they kind of buckled under their own weight of the hype.
It was quite a very sad year for DC because they tried their best.
No, but I think
there were two showdowns which happened this year. One was Batman vs Superman. One was Iron Man vs Captain America.
True. And
the more hyped one perished, but Captain America vs Iron Man was by far the most standout performance.
True.
Civil War by far the most best movie Marvel has made till now, and I think you have to agree, as a Marvel fanatic, Civil War stood out.
Yes,
the last
obviously,
3 to 4 years,
it was.
I will not get the Dark Knight trilogy of Nolan because that is something else.
Yes, it is something else. Even Marvel has its shortcomings. So I don't think that Marvel did actually produce a somewhat threatening villain. Except many people tell me that Loki is the best Marvel villain, but in my opinion, the best Marvel villain that came across around all the movies of Marvel was actually something that was later turned into a joke. The Mandarin, played by Ben Kingsley, and in Iron Man 3 they just twisted it over and they showed him as an actor.
Well, actually that's the
which was such a gutter punch.
Turning point, because
Yes.
the Mandarin, if you see, going by the comics, was actually a person who was more into wizard and arts.
Exactly, and they took the character of Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley.
They took the character of Mandarin. They were doing such a good job setting it up with Ben Kingsley, and it was really going for it. I really felt that the character could be great, the villain could be great, but suddenly they just, I don't know what they thought. They just thought, okay, no, I think the contract with Ben Kingsley is coming to an end, so we should just wrap it up and just put some other actor inside. Which I think that didn't work out, but I think if Ben
It was a kind of a game changer, but
Yes,
at the end of it, which I agree, the Mandarin was actually supposed to be a dark guy
Mandarin
with
is
supernatural powers, but this guy turned out to be a regenerative guy who could regrow his hand.
No. Mandarin is the arch nemesis for Iron Man, and I think that Mandarin as a character, if they kept him just Ben Kingsley playing the character and posing a threat to Iron Man, I think it would have worked better. Apart from that, I don't think that Marvel has produced an awesome villain that we can actually understand and kind of
I
support.
think they have.
No,
I will go
don't
for
think.
Magneto of the X-Men series.
That is
I
not
think-
Marvel, that is Fox. If you are going with the movie.
I am
actually.
not going with the movies. I'm just going with
Okay,
the characters.
yes,
Marvel. It's
yes.
at the end, it's Marvel. Well, we are only talking about Avengers, but we forget we have the Fantastic Four, we have X-Men, we have so many others.
Yes,
so now
it is
talking
true,
about
it's true.
the X-Men series, well, we just have the best villain known as Magneto, and we have the best hero as the Wolverine.
My favorite Marvel hero is Spider-Man, because I can always relate with Spider-Man. He is a young teenager, and I can always relate with his awkwardness and with his. That's why he is the most popular Marvel hero, which Marvel has the rights back to, thank you, and they are getting a standalone movie of Spider-Man Homecoming, which I am super excited for. Just to wrap it up, what's your favorite Marvel superhero?
My favorite Marvel superhero, it's a confusing one. I've seen the movies and the comics,
True.
but it is always and will be Logan, the Wolverine.
Okay, and favorite Marvel villain?
Favorite Marvel villain, well, as I said right now, it is Magneto, but it's not. If if Hulk was a villain, I would have gone for him.
My favorite DC hero is and always will be the Batman, and my favorite villain, without beyond a doubt, is always.
Why so serious?
Exactly, the Joker. That's it, guys. If you did like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for more videos. And always remember,
just keep smiling. Because we will never let the smile off your face.
Of course, and it's all about perspective.